What's up, Real Sports fam? I am going live right now to preview Warriors Blazers, but more importantly, teach you guys how to play Ball Street for the AirPods giveaway. So swipe up and join. What's up? Oh, you said oh. What's up, the goat? What's up? What's up, everyone? Is water wet? Am I gay? No, I am not gay. Thanks for asking, though. I have a girlfriend. You can check her out. Saquon Barkley follows her. Not gay. I mean, I don't have anything against gays, but I'm just not gay. Why am I so ugly? I don't know. How to get the AirPods? So I'm going to explain temporarily. One sec, guys. Can you guys hear me all right? What's going on, everyone? Who do you guys like in tonight's game? I have the Warriors in 5. So I don't know which game the Blazers are going to win, whether it's game 3 or 4, but I think tonight's the night. So who do you guys think's winning tonight? Blazers or Warriors? Drop it in the comments. Blazers in 7? You're crazy. Are the Warriors going to get swept? No, they're up 2-0.
You have to really take care of that stuff. This isn't matter what I do. Go out of game. Got me coming up screaming, chasing Clay, chasing Steph. It's a lot within the hands. The ball's coming off the fingertips every time. Kanye has the worst. KD's has it. Tell me about KD's strategy. They're just never tragic. What other types of self-handling do you get your playing? I haven't done it.
Raptors gonna get swept. So my prediction was sorry. My prediction was Bucks in 7, but I really wanted to say Bucks in 5. I just couldn't stick with it. It was too tough to predict a team to just wipe someone, but I think so. I'm gonna talk about it on my snap probably tomorrow, but I think the Bucks are gonna win it all. I really do. I've been saying the Warriors all year because, obviously they're the Warriors, but I've become convinced that the Bucks are going to win the NBA championship, which will be crazy. Who do you guys have winning the title? Blazers, Raptors, Warriors, or Bucks? I'm seeing Warriors, Blazers, Bucks. If Warriors have – so this is an important question. If Warriors have KD, do I think the Bucks will still beat them? So if KD comes back and he's 100%, which I don't think he will be, but if he comes back and they've really just been keeping him out precautionary, then yes, I think the Warriors probably get the Bucks. But one underrated thing that people don't know or they're not thinking about is that the Bucks have home court advantage because they had a better record. So if the series goes 7, Game 7's in Milwaukee. They don't have the luxury of being in Golden State where they feed off that crowd and they admittedly play better. So I don't know. Have you guys yeah, that's how I feel. So I don't know what that name is, but he said nobody in the Warriors can guard Giannis. So that's how I feel. KD can limit him the best, probably, out of anyone on the team, but KD won't be full health. So how does that kind of translate to a 40-minute run over the course of multiple games? What teams are doing now in the playoffs is they're setting a wall. So Giannis catches at the top of the key. He wants to drive. He wants to spin. And what they're doing is they're going to set a wall. So everyone's going to crash into the paint. So to the point where, like, he can't get to the rim. Like, he just can't. It'll be an offensive foul. It'll be a horrible shot. And, like, someone with, like, Draymond, Clay, Durant, and Iggy, that'll be an effective wall. But you do have to kind of crash down. And he'll be able to kick it out for three-pointers. And here's the one thing. The Bucks have really good shooters, but it would be their first finals. Are they going to hit shots in the finals, especially on the road? That, I mean, you just got to see at that point. Hey, Nora, what's going on? So someone's talking about Boogie coming back. If Boogie comes back, that's an absolute dream for the Bucks. Boogie is obviously a good player, but coming off another injury where he's not going to have played in over a month. Brook Lopez stretches the floor at 5. Mirotic stretches the floor at 4-5. Boogie has shown that he will let big men shoot threes. So that will be it'll be tough for him to even get minutes because he'll be bad for the Warriors. What's up, Andreas? Do I play 2K? Yes, I play some 2K. So I recently moved in New York, and I just haven't gotten a TV for my room yet. So I haven't set up my own Xbox yet. But when I do, I will be playing with you guys for fun. Who's my rookie of the year? Luka's my rookie of the year. I think I want to do maybe a YouTube video or some sort of podcast. Excuse me. Or podcasts where I go through who my MVP, rookie of the year, most improved, because all of those just got announced. So let me read through real quick who all the NBA awards are. So the MVP candidates are Giannis, Paul George, and Harden. Rookie of the year is Ayton, Luka, and Trae Young. Defensive player of the year is actually pretty interesting. It's Giannis, Paul George. So those were two of the three MVP candidates. And the third is Gobert. Most improved is probably the most intriguing category to me. And it's De'Aaron Fox, D'Lo, and Siakam. And then sixth man of the year is a lock. It's Lou Will. But in that category, it's Montrez and Sabonis for the Pacers. And then coach of the year is pretty tough. So you have Budenholzer, who led the Bucks to a 60-win season. You have Mike Malone of the Nuggets, who they had the 1 seed for the majority of the year, but fell to 2 and obviously fell a game short of the conference finals. And then you have Doc Rivers, who kept a team who didn't have any stars really, and pushed them to the playoffs. Took the Warriors to 6 games. So that's a pretty tough category. So now that we have about 20 of you guys in here, so tonight I'm running the AirPods giveaway for AirPods giveaway number 2. AirPods giveaway number 1 was earlier in the week. Both are going to be announced tomorrow. But AirPods giveaway number 2 is tonight during the Warriors and Blazers game. So you still have 20 minutes to download Ball Street Trading. The link is in my story. on Snap. So download the app. It's available on Apple and Android. But more importantly, you guys have been asking me, how does the app work? So I think it's pretty easy to explain, and I think if you just try it out, you'll really pick it up uh, pretty simply. Switcher one says, "What if I win tonight?" If I win tonight, I'll give it to the person who's in second place. Um, but anyway, so the way that it works is if you go to your screen, right? So you have the option to buy and sell both teams. So the goal of the game is to predict what's going to happen in the game, right? But it's a little more, yeah. So Gabe said you buy and you sell their stock. So the thing is, it's not you're not just predicting the end of the game. You're predicting these little parts throughout the game. So for example, um, I think Portland's at home. Game three, Western Conference Finals. They're down 2-0, and they it's their first home Western Conference Finals game since 2000. So it's been almost 20 years. So what's that mean? I think they're going to be super pumped up. They're going to come out hot. They're going to play really strong defense. They're going to be shooting threes. I think they're going to be running all over the place, playing really well. So what am I going to do on the app? So I'm going to go to the app. I'm going to go to the Blazers. It says $51 right now. So I'm going to buy, let's say I buy 50 shares. Okay. So executing trade. So I just bought 50 shares of the Blazers. So right now I have 150 shares of the Blazers and 100 of the Warriors. So let's say, and I'm gonna stay on stream if you guys are interested in talking about stuff, but also talking about Ball Street. Um, but let's say, all right, the Blazers, they get off to a hot start like I predicted. It's 15-7. So the Blazers so their price is going to rise. So therefore my stock has risen, right? So I'm doing well. And then now it's 15-7. I'm like, okay, the Blazers might win tonight, but Lillard just checked out because, he's tired and Steph's still in. So I think the Warriors are going to, tie the game up or go on a little run. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go to the Ball Street Trading app. You can do two things. You can either buy some Warrior stock or you can sell some Blazer stock or do a combination of both. So the Warriors tie the game. I'm doing well on Ball Street. My profit is going up. We get to halftime, and the Blazers are tied with the Warriors. It's 50-50. Okay. I think the Blazers are going to pull away in the second half. So what am I going to do? I'm going to buy Blazers stock, and I'm going to start selling Warrior stock. So throughout the game, it's really just you're predicting what's going to happen in these little moments. And I'm telling you, it definitely seems a little tricky at first, but once you guys play the game, you really understand it. And to put it in terms of, because it's kind of hard to think about, hey, what's up, some guy? It's kind of hard to think about an event that is going to happen. So let's go to an event that has already happened. So I'll give you a perfect example. Super Bowl with the Falcons and the Patriots, okay? So the Falcons, if you thought the Patriots are going to win, you probably buy a little stock. You buy the Patriots at the beginning of the game, okay? They kick a field goal. They're up 3-0. And then the Falcons start scoring touchdowns, right? So they're up 7-3 and then 14-3. And then that's when you need to be like, oh, I might need to start buying some Falcon stock and selling some Patriot stock. And then so you're at that point, it's 14-3. You're probably thinking, okay, the Patriots are going to come back. So I'm going to buy some Patriot stock. As we know, the Falcons kept scoring. So you needed to buy more Falcon stock. And then when it got to that score of 28-3, that's when you're like, okay, now the Patriots are coming back. I'm going to buy a ton of Patriot stock because it's really cheap. And then you would see the market kind of go from there. It seems confusing. It's obviously not that easy to explain, but you will learn very quickly how the game is played if you give it a half of basketball. And what is there to lose? It's completely free to play, and you can win a pair of AirPods. And the top 20% win. They win some. They win some cash. So let me know if you guys play. Shoot me a message down in the chat if you don't understand or specific parts that you don't understand. But give it a try, and we'll have some fun. Excuse me. I mean, we have 550 people in there already, which is awesome. So thank you guys for that. What's up, nerdy? Yeah, so the AirPods giveaway is in the Ball Street app. I kind of just went over how to play it. I'll be talking about how to play the game, what I'm doing during the game. So if you want tips on what to do, stay in the YouTube chat. Tactic Jordan says, I probably know way more basketball than you, so shut up. Nice, man. It's really cool. Andreas asked, the Cavs are interested in trading up for RJ Barrett. Thoughts? I don't know. I haven't seen that report anywhere, so I can't really speak to that. But I don't think that they're going to trade down because they want to make a move with the pick. They either want to get RJ or they want to trade the pick to the Pelicans. So I can't imagine. I can't imagine them trading it to the Cavs. That wouldn't really help the Knicks' cause. Do I think the Knicks will trade for one? No, there's no chance that the Knicks are going to trade for the first pick. My prediction is that hold on. The app is Ball Street Trading. It's in my Ball Street Trading. Do I think the Knicks will trade for one? No. I think that the Pelicans are going to take Zion. They're rebuilding, and that's what they want. Davion Rio says, please talk about Tyreek Evans. So Tyreek Evans was suspended for 2 years minimum from the league. He'll probably never play again for violating the NBA's anti-drug policy. So obviously you're not allowed to smoke or do hard drugs in the NBA. But if you get kicked out for 2 years, that means you did extremely tactic. I know. I got it. It's all right, man. It means you did really hard drugs. And there's a belief going around the league that it's more than just a drug addiction, or it is a drug addiction. And Tyreek is he's really dealing with something. So obviously it's on him to control his impulses and not take drugs. But it's clearly a mental health problem, and I hope he finds help because this is something it's way bigger than basketball, right? Like obviously we like to think that basketball is a huge deal and it's fun, but it's a game. So I think if he's really dealing with something and it's going to put people in danger, himself in danger, I think that's what we should focus on. I don't know what Tyreek did. Tactics, stop. Just be nice in the chat, okay? You're just trying to be mean to people. There's no reason for that. How do I know who the person is in Ball Street? So whoever wins, I'm hoping they will send me a message on Snap or on Instagram with a screenshot. But if not, I have the emails for all the players, so I can just email them. Will I put yes? Both winners will be announced on Snapchat tomorrow. Around if I can find out who wins the contest tonight, I will announce them. Nora says Kevin Knox, Dennis Smith Jr., Frank Ntilikina, Mitchell Robinson, and the third pick for AD and Solomon Hill. Like that or not? So I would like to keep Mitch, but I think he's the most valued probably by the Pelicans. So it'll be tough, but I mean I don't want Solomon Hill. That just soaks up money. But I think it'll be Knox, Dennis Smith Jr., Frank, the third pick, which will be RJ Barrett, and future picks that we got from the Mavs and the Porzingis trade. I think it'll be enough to get the deal done. And I mean, AD said he would love to play in New York. We can make room on the cap, so I don't see a reason why not. My favorite sport is basketball, I would say. I love to play hoops. I'm playing tomorrow. Um, who do I have winning the chip? I said it a bit earlier. I think I have the Bucks winning the chip. Actually, I don't think they'll be able to kind of handle the Bucks. The Bucks have been the best team all year, so it shouldn't be a surprise. Even though obviously the Warriors are the Warriors, but Let's Talk Football says, "What do you think about the Pelicans? Reportedly would never trade AD to the Warriors." So the report was that, what's up, RJ Garrett? Nice first name, RJ. RJ Barrett, soon to be a New York Knick. But yeah, the report is that they would never trade AD to the Lakers. It came out. The owner talked about it and was like, "That's fake news." I kind of believe that they're not going to trade AD to the Lakers because I think they're trading to the Knicks. But yeah, so that was kind of reported as fake news. Thank you, Andres. I appreciate it. Dante, I see your message. I will get back to you shortly. Who's going to win the Stanley Cup? The Bruins are on fire. It looks like the Sharks might win the series unless – who won last night? I think they even the series. Okay, so the Blues won, so it's 2-2. I still think the Bruins look like the best team right now. What position do I play? I am Everyday Power says, "Fat couch potato. What you know about sports?" So Nerdy Andy asks, someone explain what how Ball Street Gaming lets you win AirPods. Like, what do you have to do? So tonight's contest, if you join my contest, Real Sports Warriors versus Blazers. Whoever gets first tonight, I'm gonna personally send a pair of AirPods because I want to hook you guys up. I wanted to give you guys a chance to play a free game with a chance to win stuff. But the top 20%, so there's about 500 people in there. So the top 100 people are actually going to win a couple bucks. And it's real cash, free to play, no age limit. Do whatever you want.
Plants capture CO2. What if other kinds of plants capture it too?
Dante says Warriors win 115-97. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if the Warriors won tonight. Obviously, I said they're just a better version of the Blazers, but I think the Blazers get one game off of them, and I'm calling it tonight, Saturday night. Blazers' first home Western Conference Finals in almost 20 years. Role players ready to go. Warriors have a little like the Warriors will do this weird thing where it almost seems like until they have to try, they won't. Like they'll play and they'll play hard, but they can flip that switch. And we almost saw that it cost them in game two. I kind of see them coming out tonight being like, whatever, we'll play Monday night, 3-1, back home, go to the finals, whatever. Thoughts on the Chicago Bears? I think they're going to have a down year this year, to be honest. I don't think Trubisky makes that next step. I think their division was super down last year. They had an easier schedule. I just don't see them. I don't really see them getting to the playoffs. I think the Packers get back this year. Hey, Gavin, what's going on? So I kind of explained Ball Street. It's a prediction game where we're trying to predict who's going to do what in the game, meaning like I think the Blazers are going to start really strong. So I bought a bunch of Blazer stock. Try the game out tonight. I'm going to be talking about it when I make different trades throughout the game, and you guys can feel free to copy me or go against me or pretty much do whatever you think is going to happen in the game. Is that your leg in the camera? This is my leg, yes. Thoughts on the Steelers? I know some people who actually are high on the Steelers. I think they're pretty close to rebuild mode. They don't really play great D anymore. They don't have their top running back or top receiver from last year. Roethlisberger's only getting older. The Browns are getting better. The Ravens, the Ravens can compete with them. So I think the way the division goes, I have it 9-7 for the Browns and Ravens. I have the Steelers at 7-9 and the Bengals at 6-10. What about James Conner and Juju? Yeah, both are really good players, but no, my phone's right here. I'm using my laptop. What about James Conner? Yeah, they're good players. I just think they don't play as much D anymore. Yeah, people hate on the Giants and Knicks because the Giants and Knicks have been horrible for the last 8 years. So the hate is fair. If your team stinks, you have to expect people to hate. If your team's good, people also hate. But obviously, then they're just haters. So when they're hating on a bad team, they're just making fun of you. And when they're hating on a good team, it's because they're haters. Haters will hate. That's what they say. Nets are better than the Knicks, and that's a fact. The Nets were better this year. That is a fact. They won't be next year. That's also a fact. Do I think the Atlanta Hawks have a chance of getting Durant or Cousins? No, they have no chance. You don't want Cousins. You kind of want to build a young team that's focused around Trey. It's a bummer the Hawks didn't get a top pick because if they had grabbed like Moran or RJ or Zion, that youth core would have been crazy. Huerter is also on the team. So yeah, that was kind of a bummer. But they have 2 picks in the top 10. If they hit on one of the guys, who knows? DeAndre Hunter, Brandon Clark, Rui. They don't need a point guard, so they wouldn't draft Garland. Who else is going in the top 10? Reddish. I could see them taking a flyer on Reddish just because they have 2 picks in the top 10. Is LeBron still the best in the league? That's a really loaded and difficult question to answer. I think that I don't know. For one game, who do I want? Probably LeBron. For the course of a season or playoffs, I don't know. He's getting old. He's not as good of a defender anymore. But for one game, I would probably go with LeBron. The best player in the league right now, though, is Giannis. Harden's close. KD's up there. Steph is definitely up there. Lillard's been kind of not playing so well since the first round. Um, I'm interested to see what happens tonight, honestly. What part of Maryland am I from? Avi repping the Ravens. I am from Baltimore, Maryland. I am from Owings Mills. It's in Baltimore County. Is Kobe one of the top three? I don't know what that means. Is Kobe top three of all time? No, Kobe is top 10 of all time, probably. Um, any recommendations on where to eat from that delivers? Do you have Uber Eats? I love some Uber Eats delivery. Do I think the Nuggets were a 1 year wonder? No, not at all. I think they're a really young, good team. And if the Warriors break up next year and Kawhi stays in Toronto, they're probably, I don't know, they could be the favorite in the West. They could be my pick to come out of the West. Their brand of basketball is tough in the playoffs. Like, I don't think Murray's necessarily like a second star. Jokic absolutely can lead a team to the finals, but they need a second star, kind of. Jokic, best center in the league. Him or Embiid, obviously two very different players. Embiid's been hurt and unhealthy, so I'll give it to Jokic for now. Cat's up there. He was really dominant this year, but his team's always losing, so I don't know. Do I think Kawhi stays? It's really tough. I think no one knows what's going to happen with Kawhi. It's almost impossible. But I think that it's 50-50 if he stays or goes to the Clippers. And either one is a pretty good option for him. So we'll definitely have to see. Anthony Davis to me is actually not considered a center. He's like a power forward, number 4 for me. He can play the 5, obviously. If Kyrie goes to Boston, what team does he go to? I have Kyrie coming to the Knicks. Kyrie, KD, and AD. I'll say it all summer long. That's my prediction. Do I think the Lakers get anyone in free agency? Whew, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I haven't heard many convincing reports that make me think they will. They mentioned trading for Kyle Lowry, which would be hilarious because that's a horrible trade. The one guy that they need to look at is Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal would be perfect for LeBron James, a shooter who can take some offensive duties off of LeBron. He can space the floor for LeBron's driving, kicking. He's young. He's a star. The Wizards need to get rid of him for young assets. And he probably comes at a cheaper price. So if I'm the Lakers, I'm probably trying to go for Brad Beal. And then using that young core, whoever you keep in that trade, whether it's Lonzo, Kuzma, Ingram, they would probably have to trade the pick. I'm not positive. Maybe they don't. But I think that's what's going to happen. Davion says, do I have a podcast? I do not, but stay tuned. I may be launching one very soon. And I think that would be fun. I would talk like NBA free agency. I would talk NFL previews. I would kind of do what I do on my Snap, but just do like relevant sports news and just talk about it with a co-host, make it fun, entertaining, play games, maybe have some of you guys come onto the show. Do I think John Wall will make a comeback? I mean, he's definitely going to come back. Do I think he'll ever be what he was? It's hard to say. I would imagine he could be, but we'll see. Do I think Kyrie is a top 2 point guard? No. Steph, Dame. I don't know if I would take Dame over Kyrie. Steph, if you consider Harden. I don't consider Harden, but some people do. Maybe he is too. Westbrook. To me, he's not the second best. When it turns to the playoffs, that's a different discussion, though. So, Super Bowl predictions. I have the Chiefs winning it all next year. I think this is the year that Mahomes puts it together. They have that defense. Can the Patriots win again? Obviously. But outside of that, in the AFC, the Colts will be hot, but not as good. I think the Chiefs have a good shot. And then in the NFC, can the Saints bounce back from that just absolutely brutal loss in the NFC Championship? The Rams won't be back. So then it kind of leaves less complete teams like the Packers or the Eagles. Wentz is a question mark. The Cowboys are always a question mark. Who else in the NFC do you guys like or think could go somewhat far this year? Excuse me. Chargers in the AFC. Chargers, but the Chargers never really end up going anywhere. Best QB in the NFL. One sec. My brother is leaving for Germany on a flight in 30 minutes, so let me text him.
Ribs, meat ribs, endless ribs, golden corral, only one.
Sorry. Who should win MVP for basketball? I have Giannis winning MVP. Ravens win prediction. I have the Ravens going 9-7. Do I think he is the Dak? Do I think Dak Prescott is the real deal? He's a good quarterback. He's not a franchise quarterback to where you're paying him like a crazy amount of money, but he's right in that middle range, which makes it difficult. Like, will he ever win a Super Bowl? Probably not. But are you going to find better than him? It'll be hard. So the thing is, one team will pay him. So what do? I don't know. Is Russell Westbrook overrated? I don't think so. Is Julian Edelman overrated? I don't know what people really think about him. Can the Pats win it all again next year? Obviously, they're the Patriots. They'll be in the playoffs, so they'll have a chance. Let's see. Did you guys see the Steph dunk on my? Did you guys see the freaking horse running with no jockey? That was so funny. It had me cracking up. Like, he was literally running the whole race with no one riding him. What's up, Bennett? How do you do Wall Street? You buy and you sell shares in a team, and you're trying to predict how they're going to do throughout the game. So just to give everyone who's just joined in an idea of what I'm doing to start the game, I'm buying a bunch of Blazers stock, so I got like 50 shares of them extra, and I'm expecting them to take an early lead. So with that lead, then I'll sell off some to get some profit, and then I'll buy some Warriors because I think the Warriors will eventually make a comeback and tie it up or something. Thank you, Ali. I appreciate the love. What are my thoughts on Gronk retiring? I mean, it's his choice, whatever he wants. Uh, Nerdy Andy says, "How do I join the contest on Ball Street?" So download the app, and then my logo is in the app. So go to it, hit join, hit enter the contest, and it'll take you to the contest screen. Hold on. Paul Pierce just predicted. First time in 19 years. What's the contest called? It's called I don't know if you'll be able to see. So this is Ball Street. It's called Golden State GSW versus Poor, presented by Real Sports, and that's my logo. And you just click in here. That's good.
You've been there before. Say everything. They trust each other. That's what it takes in the playoffs. We know what's at stake. We know what the vision is. And they bring the storm.
Tutorial guy, there's still time to hop in. You can hop in the second half. You can hop in the fourth quarter. That's why it's super fun to play the game, because you can hop in at any point. How do I think Kyler's going to do his rookie season? That's an interesting question. I think he will have. I don't think he'll win Rookie of the Year. I'll put it like that. But I think he's going to have a very traditional rookie season, like how it used to be. He's going to be thrown into the fire. He's going to be starting from day one. He's going to look really good at times. He's going to make a ton of mistakes at times. People are going to overreact at times to him being bad, to him being good. And then after playing 16 games, he'll have learned so much, and I think he'll be able to build upon it in the second year. The Cardinals, even if they sign like a more veteran guy, they're not making the playoffs. So it shouldn't be anything like they shouldn't panic if they're losing games. They shouldn't freak out if he's not playing amazing. Just work on growing him and his progress. Kyle Bryan says, "Do I actually know soccer? Because in my story, you put some stuff about it." So, my senior year of high school, I played for my high school soccer team, and we finished number one in the country. We won the national championship. So, yes, I know a lot about soccer. Do you have some questions you want to ask? I can try and answer them for you. Is Ball Street Gaming a betting game? No, not yet. Right now, it's all free. It's more of like a video game, I would say, where you're just playing for fun. You're playing for free. You can win money, but you're not actually betting anything. But it's a gaming app. It's not really a betting app. Um, what's my favorite soccer team? My favorite team is Tottenham. That's why you've seen me posting a bunch lately because of our crazy comeback win in the Champions League semifinals. What position did I play? I played forward, score the goals, get the girls. You know how it goes. Completely kidding. I did play forward, just no girls. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, I do believe Bale's going to leave. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Um, what's my favorite sport? Basketball. Myers Leonard starting tonight, and Damian Jones starting tonight. And we're in the Western Conference Finals. Who would have thunk it? Are you guys watching the game? It's starting right now. If you're not. I'll never understand why Myers Leonard offensive foul, first play of the game. I'll never understand why it says the game starts at 9 and then they start at 9:15. Like, why not just say it starts at 9:15? I want to watch the game. Just start the game one time. I never understood that. What's up, Dante? What's up, Hunter? Stephen Curry. Steph misses a floater. Still scoreless in the game. Damian Jones picks up his first foul. 43 seconds in. Do I think there was a handball by Llorente in the quarterfinal against Man City? I didn't. I could have seen it being, but they did review it and they ruled it a fair goal. So I think you got to take it for what it's worth. Lillard for 3. Lillard gets the Blazers on the board. He needs to get going for them, which I think he will tonight. But he has not had a good series. He didn't even have a good series against McCollum for 3. No good. Against the Nuggets. Is it illegal for me to show the game? It's not illegal. Well, it is illegal. I won't get in trouble, but the YouTube stream and my channel could get shut down. So I'm not going to throw it on there. Am I giving them away on here? No. So the Ball Street Train app is for one of them. Whoever wins tonight wins a pair of AirPods. And the other winner is being announced tomorrow. So So no, not on here. Lillard needs the ball more. No, he just hasn't been. Uh, he hasn't been shooting it well. I mean, maybe he needs more shots to get going. That could be an argument, but I wouldn't say he necessarily needs the ball more. He just needs to shoot the rock better. What's up his foot? So for example, let's go through a scenario. So the Blazers are up 6-2, right? And the Blazers price is trading at $52. So I think that if they score here, their price is going to go up a little, which they didn't. Oh, all right, so they're gonna shoot free throws. So I'm gonna go into the Ball Street Trading app, right? And I'm gonna get myself 25 shares of Portland. I think they're gonna even extend this lead a little. And then once they've kind of hit an 8 or 10 point lead, I'll buy some Warriors stock because I think that's when the Warriors are gonna come back. What's up, I Play TTV? Thank you. I appreciate you being a big fan. That means a lot. What is my goal in life? My goal is I don't know what my goal is. I just want to be doing, stuff that I really enjoy, which is sports. It's kind of talking to you guys. It's giving my opinions. It's working on cool projects. Hopefully, I have some big things planned for football season that I can key you guys in on at some point. For now, it's just in the works. But oh my God, Lillard, D. See, to me, I feel like yes, it's great. That's offensive. Uh, to me, I would say I feel as if Dame. I know he can make the logo shots, but why do you try and shoot them to start the game? Why not get started with some layups, some floaters, some mid range, some easy threes before you start pulling up? That seems like a heat check type of shot. There we go. Now he's driving, turned it over. But I'd rather him attack than. If you guys, all right, let me give you a tip. If you play basketball and you want to become a good shooter, go on YouTube, get off this stream, and just watch Klay Thompson shoot the basketball. He has the purest stroke in the game. Steph's a better shooter, but Klay's stroke is crazy. Damian Jones' second foul already. So that experiment of him starting is expiring quickly. Do I think Gronk's coming out of retirement? No, not for the playoffs. It's not really a thing he would do. Oh my God, Damian Jones, 0 points, 3 fouls. What? And now he's coming out. Carson says, I heard a rumor he came out of the closet. I don't know if you're joking about the OBJ thing, but there's fake news that actually went around today that OBJ had a press conference on Monday that he was going to announce he's gay. Um, it's not true. But I don't know why people are always attacking gay people. I'm not gay, but I'm fully okay with people who are. So I think it's kind of childish to ask those questions. Thanks, Carson. Wow, Alfrika Minu. Thoughts on Julian Newman? Julian's got like a great personality. I don't know how good of a basketball player he is, though. I'm gonna have to do some more film on him. Do I think MJ would be as good in the modern NBA? I think he would be probably better. He played against really tough defenses where there wasn't as much room to drive because of spacing with three-point shooters, and there was no hand checking rule. So I think he would probably score Harden level numbers. Ali says, excuse me, Warriors or Trailblazers. I have the Trailblazers tonight. All right, so let's check back in on the Ball Street app. So, as I predicted, so you guys are lucky if you're listening to my advice. So the Blazers are up to 56 now. And if you remember, we bought them at 51 before the game and at 53 before their little run. So that's kind of how the game works. You are trying to predict what's going to happen. And so now I'm going to sell a little Blazers because we made our profits, right? We made $5 for each share we bought. I still think the Warriors price of 80 is too high, so I'm not going to buy them. But we're just going to sit, hang tight, let the market kind of set itself, and then we'll go from there. How old am I? I'm 22. Do I get paid for Snapchat verification? I'm not verified. I'm just on the Discover page and the sub page. If anyone can get me verified, that'd be very cool. What's up, Martin? How are you? How do I think the Sixers will do next year? I think it depends on who they re-sign. I think they're going to get Jimmy back, not Tobias, which means I think that they'll be back in the thick of things in the Eastern Conference. It's time to celebrate because 2 for $5 Mints Investors Bank. I'm probably gonna wrap up being live in a second because I got to focus in on watching the game. But If you guys enjoy me going live, hit the subscribe button so that you know when I do go live. And enjoy the game. Shoot me a message on Snap or Instagram. And good luck to everyone in the giveaway tonight. Real Sports Fam, much love. Thank you guys for hopping in here. Have a good night.